welcome to C2L. I'm Kalpa.
I am Tom.
And welcome to our channel. If you're new here, please go and subscribe because we do these fun videos every week.
Yes. So, we are going to do something very interesting.
You say that for all the videos.
Today is a very, very interesting video. Today is a very interesting story time. I realized I actually do.
He starts every video like,
we are doing something interesting today.
Or today is very interesting. I realized that, yeah. But no, the thing is, every single time, we are doing interesting.
All
what can
our
we say?
videos are just interesting.
Exactly. So today, what are we doing?
Today we're going to look at our old messages, wink,
Yes.
wink, and then just talk about it actually. These are messages from when we were friends back in 2016. We had like a couple even before then, I think 2015,
Yeah.
but we lost like a whole bunch of the messages. So we're going to work with what we have. Some of them are like, easy to talk about because we remember what we're saying, and then others were like, what's
was
this?
going
What's the connection
on?
here, you know? But we'll work with it and see how interesting it happens.
Yeah.
And we are also playing a game while we're doing it. So, yeah, you found us playing a game.
Are you guys ready? Let's begin.
Go. All right. Let's go.
I saw your picture. My, oh my. Why are you so fine?
Wow.
You know the thing, like even while we were friends, this was the time that we were doing Mr. and Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we were buddies like that. And strangely enough, because we were paired, we used to call each other wifey and hubby.
I don't even know when that started, to be honest. But like it got so habitual. I would call him hubby and he would call me wifey.
Prophecy.
And to be honest, very honest confessions here, we didn't have anything fishy going on.
Yeah.
We didn't have like so-called feelings. If they were there, they were like so minimal. To the point we never acknowledged anything. We were just like very good friends for most part of that time. So, it was just like a very innocent thing we were calling each other. Like I would call him hubby and he'd call me wifey. And that was, I think, because a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you guys are so cute as a couple during the pageant thing. And then we were like, I think we made something out of it. Like I can't even remember the backstory to how it started. I was doing another pageant after I won the first one. I went for another one.
Exactly. And so they were doing some pictures and shoots and everything. And I think on this particular day, she put, you changed your WhatsApp profile picture.
No, I think you had seen it on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, I think I probably saw it on Facebook. But man, it changed. It was lit. I had to say something. We were supportive like that for each other.
Yeah,
so.
but I think I was like super blushing at this point because Tom wasn't like the so-called, oh my gosh, you look so fine kind of guy, like on an everyday basis. Like even if we would see each other every day, it was like very casual talk. So when I saw a message like this, I was like,
Red.
What did you just say?
Especially because like I don't think I used to talk like this before. It was just
it was so
hubby,
unlike
and we
you.
were friends, but this one,
He
when that
he
picture
sort of
came
like
out,
even I felt like so sister zoned.
sisters, wow.
I don't know, like the way he would the words he would use is more like, oh, you look so cute, or words like that. So
this one was fire. We had to do something.
Yeah, this is still like at the point when I did the second pageant and it didn't go so well. There were a lot of issues in terms of judging and stuff like that. But long story short, I didn't win. But Tom had come to support me and a couple of my other friends. So I'm like, oh, thanks, hon. Thanks for coming and supporting me. There are many backstories to scoring, but whatever the case, I tried. That was important. But you guys made my day. Hard eyes. And then you were like, I'm sure there are. I knew there's definitely some politics that was played in it. Anytime, hon, I do it over and over again. You were amazing. And damn, you looked beautiful. Kalpa, it was insane. And then he put like 2 heart eyes.
Let me tell you guys. Oh, okay, let's see your response.
Nothing. I was like, it's fine. That's a cruelty of the world. Woo. Sometimes when reality hits you hard. Personally, I had a clear conscience in what I did. That is great success to me already. And I was like, ha 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 ha. oh, and then like the close eye, like shy,
You know, they
shy
will see
face.
the emojis.
And no, I have to say it. I have to. Like, it's just odd when I go back to messages. I don't know why, like, there were so
You
many
have to read
emojis involved.
emojis.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't remember. Oh, and you were handsome as ever.
And then I put, like, the real kiss emoji. No.
So this is the thing. I feel like this was closer towards the time we actually started to date.
Like, this day, like, a lot was happening. I felt like Tom was being, like, a little fishy with me. And it was like almost a year after I've known him. You know, we've been friends, we've trained together, we've won the title together, and now we've gone on to do different things with our titles. So on that day when he came to see my performance, quote unquote, you know, and then like things didn't work out, and then I came downstairs to meet him. Like, he gave me the longest hug ever. Like, it was such a long hug, and it was like it was
a
heartfelt.
deep moment.
And then
She was
our
running.
friends were around us because they also were waiting to hug me, and they were just like, "Guys, when is this hug ending?"
It was a very, you know, she was working so hard, and I saw how much work she put into it, and she looked so nice. You know, it was one of those moments. But yeah, and because this was closer towards that time, I feel like the heat, if that's a word.
Huh?
Okay, maybe that's the wrong
strange.
word, but like the fire. I meant the fire. The fire. You get what I mean? The fire was burning. Because this is probably like, let's say, 2-3 months before we actually started.
Yeah, we could say so. It was like a couple of months.
Yeah, so this was closer towards when it became official. So
And I felt like
yeah.
he was sending me signals. You know, he was sending me like, "Oh, you look so beautiful," or "You look so fine," you know, those words. And I was like,
But did I lie?
you were peppering it.
I
That's
didn't
the
lie.
word. He was peppering.
I didn't lie.
compliments.
I did not lie.
Yeah. So, and then I remember, like, after this night, like, I invited him out because we were all going out to celebrate. I was just going out for the sake of going out. And I was like, "Hey, do you want to come?" He said, "No, you know, I have to go back home, so I'm not gonna, you know, come with you." And I felt so bad because I was
Aw.
like, you're missing out, you know,
On what?
on hanging out with me.
Okay. Yeah. But
So I was so confused because, like, you know, at the event, he was sending me all these signals, and then when I invited him, he said no. So I'm like,
it was genuine. It
What
was
do you
genuine.
want?
No, it was genuine. I can't remember what was going on, and I couldn't. At
no,
the
I
time.
think you
Yeah.
genuinely were like,
Yeah, because
you
it was
had-
like a
you have
last
to go
minute
back
thing.
home.
It was like it's like finding out so last minute about that.
yeah.
But yeah, this was closer, so these are interesting to look at.
This day I know some things happened. Just the way you were sending me all, and then like it continued for several days. Compliments, you know.
But to be very honest, around this time, I knew how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I knew how I
I
felt.
wasn't so sure.
And I knew where it was going to. I think it's around the time that it started to get even clearer to me. So yeah. What else we got?
Okay, and then like this is so creepy. Like I was reading this, and I was like, wow, did we bring this all in like the power of words that we used? So I guess we were having like a silly argument here.
Yeah, this was just banter, just
yeah, he
us
was like,
doing
"Oh,
our thing. You
go
know.
away," and I'm like, "Fine, I shall leave you alone. You shall sail alone in this marriage," and I dramatically run away.
Yeah, because again, remember the whole wifey hubby thing. So the marriage, quote unquote, was our Mr.
Like a
and Miss
partnership.
title. Exactly. So, yeah. So that's where this came from. But this is the deep part. Look at the response. Do not leave me. What am I without my rib?
And then a ring.
We're bound by law. Hey, my God, that's deep. That's deep.
Very deep.
Because I feel like we call each other hubby and wifey so much
For
that
so long.
like seeing where we are now,
And it's
so
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, we didn't do it with the intention of like this.
Yeah, but words are powerful, people. We spoke this.
We spoke this into existence
But wow, yeah.
unknowingly.
But I think even just to add on that, like for sure, that just shows we were really close at the time, you know, and our relationship was not, as I said, it was not superficial. It was based on the fact that we were partners in a lot of things that we did.
Yeah.
And we valued, you know, we were very supportive of each other in everything we were doing. So You know, when I said that you're my rib, I meant it even at the time, even without anything. All the projects we were doing, everything, we both played an integral part, you know, and her support was everything. So yeah, even around this time, before we even became official, in all the things we were doing in our term, you could see that our support, like just us being together, is what made things work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing has changed.
So I think it was around the same time in 2016 when I was having a lot of issues in my family and all that. And the only person I really had an outlet towards was Tom, so because we used to hang out quite a bit. So I was telling Tom about these issues, and you know, his family was also trying to help me figure it out. So it went from feeling really alone to like having like a backup of sorts. So I remember I sent a very long message to him one day. I think I was just like super confused about what to do, and this is a beautiful message he sent me. And yeah, you want to read it?
You know, at times I can tell you have a lot that's buried. You know, if you ever want to just talk, I'll always be ready to listen and help. I actually want to listen. Ignoring these emotions isn't healthy. And with all the things you're up to, the last thing you need is being pulled down by such a burden.
And then I responded to it with a long message. Yeah, I mean, when I went back to collect these old messages, I was just so impressed at how much we had shared, like really deep things, even before, you know, anything happened.
Yeah.
And we were just genuinely like friends looking out for each other.
That's it.
And I also teared up when I was looking at those messages, just knowing that, you know, I had a friend somewhere who was taking care of me, looking up for me, you know, and just making sure I'm okay. And I remember there were even days when I probably wasn't online for a long time, and then Tom would always be like, hey, what's up, you know, haven't heard from you, because it's like he could almost sense that I wasn't feeling okay. So I think it was just so beautiful that's where we started from. And I've always felt like he's understood me so well, like when even now, like, you know, when there are times when I'm really not okay, I kind of just shut down, and he always senses these things and gives me my space, but at the same time tries to reel me back in his own way. And I think that's like the precious thing about like marrying your best friend, who like understands you, and more than just like as their partner, but like as a friend, they get you, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so deep. It's so deep. But yeah, I think for me it's very special seeing where we came from and just how, you know, just I think I'm proud looking back and seeing the guy that I was before we started.
Yeah.
If anything, I think that's what I'm most proud of, you know, that I can look back and be like, yeah, you did this right, you know, and I'm happy that I can see how I helped you before, because it just gives me like that, you know, that, yeah, this was built on something super.
Yeah, there was a foundation to it.
Super solid.
And, you know, by the time we acknowledged the fact that we actually did like each other, I think the journey was so much more easier because we kind of just knew where both of us were in our lives.
Yeah.
And didn't force issues. Yeah, and valued what we had at that moment as friends. So
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was deep, but beautiful. And you guys were able to see a glimpse of us before.
Yes.
Me and this
just
cutie
as
pie.
friends.
Yeah.
This is like us about 2 years, like 2015 and the whole of like 2016.
Yeah.
This is just us, like every now and then, like the signals were so annoying, like they would just confuse me.
Nah, but I always respected her, and I always knew that she was one beautiful woman. I just didn't know that she would be my beautiful woman. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was fun. We will probably do a bit more. We could try and see if we can get
some pictures.
Yeah, some pictures of probably some more things from the past.
Yeah.
Even like early in our relationship to just reflect on and look at. It would be nice to see how our conversations changed around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think we're done.
Yep.
So guys,
keep it locked. We'll be back.
like, subscribe, click the notification. And yeah, keep following our story. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I'm warming my voice. That sounded scary. That sounded like a shark film.
Just move. Hold on. Okay, don't move. I want to see if I'm in the frame. Okay.
Ready?
Boom. Yeah, now I take this off. I can't see a dang thing.
Yes, I can't see anything.